issues with Twitch in the first race. Ongoing Formula Racing.
It's not showing up on mine yet, mind.
I'm just waiting to log into the Mac. It's saying I'm
yeah, we're live. We are live.
Linked. Awesome. Thank you for bearing with us. It's been a cluster.
Duck.
Absolutely. Right, we've got that. We are live. We've got social media corner. OFR Smalley is our hero. I'm not sure of this Michael Howe geezer is.
I've got no idea who he is, but I believe he has to be in the room just to
he does.
To give a bit of an insight.
OFR Season 3 in Gran Turismo at St. Croix or Croix, depending on where it's used from. Difficult track, fast track. It's going to be interesting. It's this section that BJ Robbo is in at the minute is it can be a bit of a cattle fest. If you get that wrong, it's a big deal breaker for lap time. It's very easy to get it wrong, certainly on the entrance into the bridge. But hopefully be a little bit cleaner than at certain times during race 1. There was quite incident stream, some driving mistakes and some personal mistakes, but long season. We have Mr. Hammerbush with us in social media corner. We have no Ash Wilson in the chopper today because Ash is in the Lexi.
Ash is in. He's driving on a race that we have to commentate for, which means we're going to give him the curse, no doubt.
Yep. But we shall see. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit different this season. There'll be different drivers. Feel like they're going to settle down. We've got Dom Hussey, Team Harley, Ivor Sorehead. This guy's quite. He's around quite a lot. I'm yet to kind of like try and figure out what he is, but he's a very good supporter. He's voting Team Ballboy for White Ash out. Well,
I'm glad you could read that because I couldn't.
Yeah.
We've got Smalley 767 in the room. OFR Smalley is our hero.
OFR Smalley.
First OFR race on Thursday night.
They're driving for Rod and Pollux, I do believe. And the first.
No, he drives for Hamazaki.
Oh, Hamazaki. Oh, yeah, Hamazaki.
But he is a Rod and Pollux reserve.
He is.
But whenever I get no tractionitis.
Well,
and whilst we're starting, before we get the proper commentary, can I just say, happy birthday, mate.
You sniffer of church dingers. Yeah, for all those that keep asking, no, it's not my birthday. I don't have as many as the Queen, but yes, apparently every time I open my eyes, it's my birthday.
I was so ahead of saying happy birthday. Smalley says happy birthday.
Thank you.
We all know it's your birthday.
It must be. It must be. I'd like to say at my age I forgot, but I believe Ivor Sorehead would have forgotten a few months before me, with him being the elder statesman. Pi2, hello. Smalley.
Hi, Pi2.
Thanks, mate.
Apologise to Pi2. Oh, yes. I'm really sorry, Pi2, for clattering you on Thursday night. I feel terrible for it. I didn't mean to.
I think Smalley's wished me happy birthday that many. He should build me a custom rod.
I think you should build your custom rod, but it should have Hammerbush wrote on it, so you can have your own rod, Hammerbush.
That would be great. Just why I don't know what. I think Ivor Sorehead thinks we're both stars because he's just put a lot of them in the message. I presume that's what that means. Yeah. So we've got some of the guys who were sort of like top to mid pack in season 2 last year in D1 in here. Kimmy, Ash, Harley, Otherd, River. So a quick flick down. Kimmy staying in the trusty Porsche, or the Fat Beetle, depending on what you call it. Ready Shave
it's
again.
The Beetle Sport.
Beat Sport will go there. Paitu saying no problem, mate. That's not what he said in private.
No.
You've got Ash in the Lexi, Harley in the second Lexi. Harley is going to be quick this year. We just about settled into it last year. I think he was. I think what I said, he was top R&P last year. But you've got. I think now they're all in a car that they're happy with. It's going to be a very competitive team all the way through. Our friend Co-op.
Well, you know,
he's a funny guy. We've both got a mutual friend. Which we
you've had a run-in with his mutual with
we did
his best friend the day, didn't
you? Co-op. He's the RCZ, or he'll call it an RCZ, but that's because he didn't know what he's talking about.
I call it Jeff because if there was ever a car that should be called Jeff, that's it.
The Jeff hairdresser car. It's a good car. It's a good car. It's going to show a few things up. So we've got OFR Index in the B Sting because I couldn't drive that car for 3 hours with that noise in the back of my ears. But doing very fast laps in a practice room earlier, I believe. I'm not going to give away times, but he could be one to watch this season. Phil Babbage, another one that did D2 last year for the now defunct tag team. Castle, BJ Robbo, comms with Ash in D1.
I tell you what, he's such a good commentator, Robbo.
He is.
I'll doff my cap to him.
He is.
To do it with the Fun Sponge. He makes Ash look interesting, which is an achievement. Very hard skill. It took us a long time to learn how to make Ash interesting.
We've got Oved up here. Now we can stick with Oved for a bit. He had a bit of a rough trot in the last in D2. Came in a little bit later in a car that he didn't gel with. Very, very quick on his day. He likes the Lexi. He races in other leagues in this car with another ex OFR champion in Shane. Shane actually gave him a bit of advice when he said the other day, had he set the fastest lap, and he said no. Shane's advice was we'll go faster then. But a little interesting fact, I don't actually know if you know this, Rod, as well. We're about to cross a bridge, and this is the bridge over the mass of water that Oved took his name from, because this is
it?
Oved River.
This is the bridge over the Oved River?
This is the bridge over the Oved River.
I didn't know that. That's amazing. That's such a good fact. We don't even need Staddle for track stands, do we?
We don't. So there you go. That's the deal. I think we've only got 11 drivers in today then. It looks like we have.
I was 12, but it seems to be only 11.
It's only 11 in the room.
There's Proctor GP. I raced him. He was in the pre-season race for the Beginners Cup, and he is far from a beginner. He is unfeasibly fast.
It's going to be very open.
Social media corner. Martin Bananas is saying Hammerbush screwed him in contract negotiations.
Well,
no, that wasn't Rod Hammerbush. That was Mick. Mick's the nightmare. Rod Hammerbush, he's this fun-loving guy. Mick is an absolute nightmare to work for.
Don't mention, don't mention food when Ash is around. Well, I don't know what. Ivor Sorehead. I kind of get the impression that Ivor might know Ash.
I think Ivor Sorehead knows Ash.
Yeah.
I've also heard that Ash is quite into ground meat, and so like circular ground meat.
Oh,
he really likes his meat. He's a proper meatball boy.
Burger. Oh,
no, he's a meatball
boy. Yeah. That's. I think that's true as well. Ball Boy's not here today. Ball Boy will be the one to put the cat amongst the pigeons. Very, very quick. A tad unpredictable maybe, but on his day, certainly as quick as anybody else in the league. I'm presuming that was because we were late to the room while setting up the Twitch room. That was the qualifying.
That was qualifying.
So we might as well have a quick rundown. We've got Proctor again showing that he's going to be quick. Kimmy, who's got to be one of the favourites, I think, for the overall this year. Ready Shaven, Ash in 4th, Harley 5th, Castle 6th, with Doc Co-op. He thinks he wants to be called Doc Walmart, but we can't.
Just in the UK we wouldn't know what Walmart is. They just own Asda.
OFR Indrix, so I think this is his first season with GTS. I have a feeling he's an F1 driver as well. I'll have to look into that. BJ Robbo, our Yorkshire friend, probably weighed down by Whippet in passenger seat.
From the same town that Mrs. Hammerbush was born.
Is that really true?
True. From Queensbury and Bradford.
So you're all related then. Phil Babbage in 10th, and Oved River on his home track in 11th place.
It's either 11th or he's first.
First. Right, I'm going to put social media corner down briefly. I shall let you take care of that, Rodney, Bush of the Hammer, and we'll watch the start. Hopefully it'll be a little bit cleaner than the first corner in the Group 2 race. I'm not actually sure who won. Was it Vilsek, I think, won the Group 2 race? It was a bit hard to see from as far back as I was.
I was paying attention, but not that much attention.
So we'll see what the start's like. Got an RCZ in front of two Porsches, then a Lexi.
Hey, you need to put the race info there, Jeff.
Oh, I did that before. It goes off.
Yeah, it went off for me.
There you go. So I think everyone's actually through. There you go.
Yes.
That's how first corner should be.
I tell you what, Orthed River's got himself up into 7th off the start. Wow.
Four places. Right, T1. Oh, we've got Ready Shaven just dipped a wheel on the grass there, but he's managed to hold it. I think your front 3, possibly your front 4, are going to clear away a little bit here. I think your front 4 maybe missing one in there. Your top 5, I certainly think, will be where you want to be looking for race wins for the rest of the season. Kimmy's got 3 seasons now in that car, so he'll have settles for everywhere, and he's just very, very consistent, very fast. Great guy, dead helpful as well. He's a good one.
Harley's had a bit of a bad start. He's dropped down to 10th. I don't know if there's been some contact made. I'm not seeing any damage on his car.
No,
but he has dropped right down into 10th.
He's got he's sandwiched between a pair of Bs actually. Very, very fast that Mazda, but it sounds like you've got your head in the wasp nest. I think have we got 2 teams running that this year then? Oh no, it's just slightly different colour schemes on the Bock and Coles cars. I think I might play beverage of the week today. Actually, I've just took a sip of my chosen beverage, so we shall see what people come up with. We'll jump back up to the front now. Kimmy's already put 1.4 seconds into Ready Shaven. Proctor in 3rd, Doc Cooper in 4th. Ash has dropped back down to 5th. Oved having a good run. He's up to 7th, which is a good run for him. He's a lot better driver than his results in D2 last year showed.
Orthed is a very, very, very good and very steady driver. Also one of these drivers that I like to race alongside because he'll give you space but just enough.
He's hard but fair.
Brilliant driver.
I did hear he's from a rather restricted area of the country at the minute, and I heard it was actually pronounced hello then.
Oved River.
Aye. Kim's picked up a penalty, maybe a little bit of a corner cut with just over a dip a wheel over a curb maybe. He'll clear this. It still gives him a decent lead. Your front 3 just starting to pull away from Doc Coop now, who's in, well, I would say a battle, but certainly close quarters with Ash and Castle. Harley's up into 7th, which means Orthed's dropped to 9th.
He's picked up some damage as well. Is it light damage or heavy damage in Group 3? I can't remember.
I believe it's heavy. We'll stick with him for a little bit. We'll see if it clears. So if we just have a look behind at... No, there's no damage. There's rear damage on Indrix and front on...
I wonder if they've had a little bit of a tappy-tap moment.
Maybe. I'm going to buy a new... Sony's going to sponsor me PlayStation, actually, so I can get these replays working. Ultra annoying. Your front three, Kimi's holding a bit of a penalty. While this early in the first stint, you might as well just keep it where it is and let it run down little bit by little bit. You might like nibble a little tenth here. No, he's kept it. There you go. What do I know? He's gained a couple of tenths though over Shaven behind him in that corner.
Yeah, I thought this Porsche was going to be a little bit dangerous today, and it's looking dominant early on.
If you look back down now to, let's go back down to, so Indrix is in to clear damage. BJ Robbo is in to clear damage. So the last car out of the circuit is Oved, and he's still only 11 seconds over the whole field. He's in a little battle here with Phil Babbage as well. They didn't race together. They raced together in D2 last season, different teams.
Hope that little bit of damage doesn't slow down too much.
No, it is not red wine, but it does come in a bottle.
Ooh, can I have a guess?
You can't not.
Budweiser?
It's not, but it is in a similar size bottle, but not the same colour.
I'm going to have a sip of my tea whilst I ponder this one.
So we drive these front three.
My tea's really hot.
Front three away now. They're now just starting to gap Ash a little bit in fourth.
Ooh. Ted's looking round the outs. I thought he was looking to make a move on Phil Babbage there, but
Ash's tyres looking decent. I'm not sure quite what they'll do strategy-wise in this race either.
Smalley's having a guess. Is it Bex?
It's not Bex. Or Posh.
It's not Bex. Yet again, Othed was looking at the move on Phil, but making the wise move of backing out again.
Oh,
he's having another look down the inside.
The R&P cars are in right up battles here. You've got Harley all over Castle as well.
But I'm in contact with the Rod and Pollux pit crew at the moment. If Grim ever checks his messages, and I'll see what I can find out what's happened to how it fell so far back.
Yeah, so
keep you posted.
Oh, Harley, Castle's weaving violently on the straight there.
Nearly took
Harley out.
Harley's looking down the inside. Is he going to outbrake him?
He's made it.
Oh, he's got
Great move. Well, he's held it as well. So this is
beautiful move, Harley.
Harley's a great driver as well. And I would imagine Harley will pull quite back up to Doc Coop now and Ash as well.
I thought Castle was going to have a look at Harley there, but Harley's defending well.
Oh, that's in a proper battle with Phil Babbage here.
Don't have a look at that one there.
If you keep an eye on that for us, Rod, I'll jump back up to the front. The gap between Kimi and Ready Shaven is stabilised at like 1.5. But Prox is just starting to nibble in on Ready Shaven now. There's only 0.4, about 0.4. It's just dropping a little bit. He's got a 0.2 of a penalty, but he's close enough not to let that worry. I'd let that run until the first round of pit stops. And I would think there's a possibility this could maybe be one stopped. Looking at tyre wear so far,
I think it could be one stopped, but I raced obviously just a slightly shorter race here on Thursday, and I found the two stop to be better, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's easier on tyres and you could push harder on a lighter car, whereas on a one stop you've got to run quite a heavy car and be a little bit gentler. I mean, it didn't stop the two Mercs that we were against.
No, saying that
Hamazaki there, hammered.
There's good drivers in the Hamazaki team actually.
Oh, brilliant, both Dunk and Smalley, brilliant drivers. A lot of respect for them.
Well, I wouldn't say respect, to be quite honest. It's
Okay, a lot of tolerance for them.
I admire their talent. Ash is in fourth now, a safe fourth.
Nice.
Like about 4.5 back off this thing, but he can still see it's still in view, so it's giving him something to keep him honest and keep his foot in. He's basically in a 4-second sandwich between Ready Shaven and Doc Coop.
Still keeping an eye on this battle between Othed and Phil. Othed's dropped a little bit.
Harley's just starting to gap Castle now as well. He's pulled just over a second, and he's gaining quite quickly over Doc Coop actually. Neither of them got any damage. Tyre wear is virtually identical. Jump back down and have a look at the Othed has got a 0.8 second penalty. Again, it'd be as wise just to let that run to the pit stop, take the penalty at the end and keep your foot in for the lap. Again, he's just come up to his name section. He's really pulled some gapping on Phil there.
Is he going to try and make a move coming out of the bridge over Othed River?
Possibly. I hear Simon and Garfunkel wanted to wrote a song about it, but it didn't quite sound the same with Bridge over Othed River. It was never going to be a classic.
Bridging Othed River is something completely different.
Harley says he likes cookies, apparently, according to Martin. Where's OFR Ash? Smalley OFR Ash is in fourth, a safe fourth at the minute.
I have to ask though, what would be your biscuit of choice?
Biscuit of choice? It would have to be.
Now that is a correct answer.
Well, you're from up near Markham country, so I would say you'd be wrong.
That's got Phil Babbage.
He has a good move on the inside as well. Though Phil's going to try a cutback. He's got rid of most of his penalty as well, which is good.
Phil's got him back on the cutback.
I would say my favourite biscuit of choice would probably be a Hobnob Crunch Cream.
See, I would say you're wrong because it's the Fox's Classic.
No. There's been something going on here because there's now a 4.5 second gap between Kimmy and Ready Shaven. Proctor has been in the pits. Ash has been in the pits. Castle is still out. So has Harley's staying out. So this is looking like a one-stop.
It seems like Ash, I think, might have pitted early for some reason. He's doing something a little bit different.
I wouldn't be so sure on that. He's kept on the same strategy as Proctor in front, which, to be fair, if you want to battle with the guys around, unless you're ultimately quicker, stick on the same strategy and just play for mistakes. But Proctor's been very, very clean so far. We'll give him a bit of airtime because he's new to certainly OFR GTS. I'm not sure if he's raced F1 with them.
I think he has raced F1.
He's certainly performing very well at the minute. We'll jump back down to the back. Phil Babbage has been in.
I tell you what, Harley in 5th place now. He's only 2 seconds away from his teammate Ash.
Ash has pitted though, Harley hasn't. But
yeah,
Ash is what looks like on probably a 2-stop strategy, whereas Harley's on a 1. So we'll stick with it because this could be a battle of the strategy.
It really could be. I'll be keeping an eye on this very closely.
If you watch that, we'll dive back up to the front then and see where we're going. Kimmy's away with this again. He's now got 5.5 seconds over the line over his teammate Ready Shaven. Still yet to pit. I would say now definitely going for a 1-stop. Ready Shaven again, very, very slightly harder on tyres and Kimmy, but not by noticeable. And then you've got Proctor, who is 6.3 back in 3rd. Who's now pulled a nearly 5.5 second gap over Ash.
Harley's in the pits now, so he must also be looking at the 2-stop.
And so's
Othed.
strategies are a little bit unpredictable. I'm just going to stick with Kimi for a little bit to see where he comes over Oded's River. 2:06.8 is a very fast lap in a Group 3.
That's a lot. Could that's 6 seconds quicker than I was doing around here.
Which is quite quick. So now, I think these two were probably going to be, if they manage to one stop, this is them away with it now. Steady, really safe place over Proctor in third. Because they've only.
I'm looking at Harley now as he's latched onto the back of BJ Robble going over the bridge over the Othed River. And that's very close. BJ Robble on worn tyres, Harley's on the fresher rubber. He should get around him easy. Are you okay there, co-host?
I am very well. I think it's a COVID host then. He's going to try. Oh, I thought he was going to try around the outside. I mean, we know very well.
He's going to try around the outside.
We know very well Harley's prowess as a driver. He's very, very clean, very competitive. Wow, he's just made it stick.
Hell of a move.
What a move.
I mean, he's on the fresher tyres, yes, but still, I mean, you've got to have balls of steel to go for something like that.
It's and he's gapping him already as well. So we'll just have a look. You've got 13. It's about 18 seconds now back off Ash, but I think I was still trying to figure out what pit stops these two are running, because they could. Harley could. He's not going to one stop it from there, but he'll be on a very, very short stint at the end. We'll watch Kimi now back over Oded's Bridge, and just see if he does pit this time. This will give us an indication if he's going to one stop. If you look at his tyre wear, he could, if he wanted to, go even further than this. She's not taking a lot of wear off that rubber. Harley apparently is the biscuit connoisseur.
Then I shall have to have a very long conversation with Harley about biscuits, because they are my favourite of snacks.
They are. Apparently, Small is saying Proctor is fast. Small is clearly intelligent.
Smalley did race Proctor. Well, I would say Smalley raced Proctor. Smalley drove in the same race as Proctor. Proctor just drove away.
That was more accurate. But Smalley has had an OFR win, so congratulations, OFR Smalley. He was actually, that's 2 debuts in one. He was the first. It was his first win, and also the first win of anybody in the OFR Beginner Cup. So that's a double bonus. So Kimi's staying out. Kimi's staying out. So he's definitely one stop in this. But I know there are drivers out there who can make very, very little wear on tyres. He's trying for an overcut here now on Ready Shaving, because Ready Shaving's in, which puts Proctor briefly up second and Ash Wilson up into third. He's very good on Degner. Sorry, the end of the corner at the end of the straight there.
I love our little in-jokes that we have. Nobody has a clue what we're on about.
So you've then got Doc Coop in. Doc Coop's having a good run in fourth. I think he's probably just dropped off the back of Ash a little bit. I think when we looked before, there was maybe 4 seconds. He's now down to 6 1/4. Reddy Shaman's in fifth now, but he has pitted for what's probably going to be his only pit stop. Harley is 7.4 behind Shaven, but on a blue sector.
Damage again.
He must have clattered a wall, because the drivers around him, again I apologise for the fact that my PlayStation's div and it won't do replays. The drivers around him have got no damage, so I would think that's possibly the self-inflicted damage. It's actually French for damage there for those that.
I thought it was French for a buttery spread.
No.
Oh, is that Limage?
Limage, which is it's actually on the family tree of France. Limage is actually fromage's cousin. I bet you didn't know that.
Well, they are made from dairy-based products, so yeah, kind of guess how they would be cousins.
Back
See
to
the
sensible
family
then.
resemblance.
This is Kimi coming towards the end of the lap. I'm just going to watch
He's
the
a fuel tank.
He's got the blinky. He's got blinky. He is in now. So that gives Proctor a brief second, and it will be first. It will be a brief first because he's got to pit again. His fuel puts Smashley up into second, and again Ash will have another stop. Doc Coop in third, who's probably going to have to stop very soon. He's got a blinky red.
With the blinky fuel light as you're crossing the lane, could be stopping in this lap
sooner than he thought. So you've got Reddy Shaman's just come out of the pits in front of Kimi, who again's just come out. I think these two will reverse.
I was going to say, it's Reddy Shaman jumped Kimi in the pits.
He has, and it's not the way you'd expect it. You thought the overcut might have worked, but you'd like to think that the pace that Kimi had in the first stint will probably see him through this. Although Shaman's gapping him slightly.
Orthed's back in the pits. I think it's to fix that damage that he had. Fuel, and he's going to go to the end now, I think.
This will put him to the end,
yeah.
So I think he held the damage for as long as he could have done. Still in the points, in front of Castle. You've got Indrix. So you've got two Pock and Calls here in Indrix and BJ Robbo in the Bee Stings are right with each other. It is a very, very fast car, the Mazda. I think it's the sound that puts a lot of people off. Just going to have a quick look in social medium.
Banana saying we got a super smooth, oh yeah, which I'm guessing is mine and Harley's conversation about biscuits. That will be happening tonight.
Yep. So we'll jump up. Phil Babbage in a very lonely 7th. He's got 20 seconds back now to BJ Robbo and 6 seconds to Harley. Harley's made steady progress through this. He's now up to 6th. 5.5 in front of Phil Babbage and 5.5 behind Iceman Kimi, but Harley is going to have to stop again. Proctor's now in. This is Proctor's last stop, so we'll stick with him. And Ash has followed him in as well. So we'll see where these two come out.
Is Ash going to jump him in the pits?
Possibly.
Ash is going to have to fuel for... Ash is going to spend less time in the pits. I've got a feeling Ash is going to jump him here.
We'll see. You've also got Reddy Shaven and Iceman Kimi have taken their places back at the top. He's still showing Proctor in... No, it's still showing Proctor in first. Now see, Proctor's in first on his last stop. It was come out in front of Reddy Shaven and Iceman Kimi, who've also made their only stop of the race. So your top 4 is now covered by just under 3.5 seconds. Oh, Ash just had a big slide there. He did well to catch a big wobble of his behind there. But he's still less than 4 seconds covering the top 4, and they're all on their final stop now. So this is going to be quite interesting to see how this pans out. Going into the thing, you've now got Proctor's just starting to gap the ones behind him. The 2-stop strategy could be proven to be the faster one of the two now. We could see another debut OFR winner like OFR Smalley. Yeah, this gap's starting to stretch now. It's now down to 1. It's out to 1.7. Got Reddy Shaven in second, Kimi in third. I think Kimi may try and get past him, just try and pull this back in. Ash is just dropping off the back of this a little bit, but a good solid 4th. decent start points to the start of the season. And there's now 6 seconds between Ash and Harley looks like he's going to have to stop again.
He's going to be coming out in a very light car and fresh tyres. You could see some seriously quick times from Harley. I know he's got it in him.
He has. We'll just watch the battle between Reddy Shaven and Kimi for a bit. It's still, obviously, this stage of the race, like 3.5, 4 seconds between the top 4 is still close. So Kimi
has
taken that
round.
move there. Did look like maybe Shaven made that fairly easy for him, shall we say.
But he's looking again to make another move back on him. Are these two actually battling, or are they just going to settle in and take the points?
I'd like to think at this stage of the season, in the first race, they would fight for the win. So I'm just going to jump back up to Proctor now and just see if Kimi can just start to chase him down.
Oh, Reddy Shaven's just dipped a wheel on the grass and had a very big wibble.
Ash just picked up it must have been a 1 second penalty from somewhere. He's just losing that slightly.
I tell you what, that wibble from Shaven has put him within sight of Ash could close this right up and go for the third.
It's just starting to drag away though. Not by much, only by a few hundreds in each straight. Just back down to
Mark Bananas in Social Media Corner is saying OFR Smalley would have won this race, and I do believe that he would have won it by now.
Also, just as a side note as well, I'd like to wish OFR Smalley a happy birthday. I believe it's his birthday today as well.
It is also his birthday. It's nice to see that you two share a birthday.
If we share more than birthdays. So Harley's just dropping off the back of Doc Coop now. But again, solid points, 6th. First race is just see where everyone is, see who's going to be the quicker ones, where your target is. I think it's pick where your race is going to be. The thing I like about these leagues is you end up battling with the same guys week in, week out. So you've kind of got like mini leagues within the league, and I think Harley will be a lot further up than this. I know he got not the best of starts.
There's something that's happened at the start. I haven't had me spies in the Rod and Pollock's pit box haven't got back to us yet. Grim.
I'd be having a word. Grim.
Obviously doesn't know how to check his messages. Grim.
So Phil Babbage in 7th, a safe 7th in front of Indrix and BJ Robbo. Oved is really starting to pull this gap back to BJ Robbo. It's just dragged out of it again then. Is it safe in the points? Safe in the points, and then you've got Castle in 11th. I think Proctor's pulled a masterstroke here. He's now nearly 3/10 under, 3/10 purple, Sector 1. Jeff is proving to be a very, very good and competitive little Jeff.
Well, last season, Jeff was the car that Rod and Pollocks were actually looking at using. But then at the last minute was changed forward to use the Lexus because certain members of the team weren't gelling with it very well. But I still think it should have been the choice of car that we went for.
I think it's a good car. I enjoyed driving it. I'm just looking as well, with him being nearly 6/10 under, we could see a 2:05 here, which in a Group 3 car around here is a very, very quick lap. I think the pit stop strategy is a genius. I think he's got now 3 seconds on Kimi with...
I do have the info on what happened to Harley at the start. He got sandwiched at T1 and held up. Right. So...
and it is one of the tracks that if you lose the toe, it's hard to think. I'm just going to dive back. I think we have got a battle on here, a podium fight between Reddy Shaven and Smashley Wilson.
We do have one between Reddy Shaven and Smashley Wilson.
Ash is trying his little flash the lights tactic. Not sure everyone's going to fall for that.
Maybe if he spent less time flashing his lights and more time trying to hit the apexes, he would have been closer.
It's nice to have a battle. This is going to be a very, very intense last 3 laps. There we go, another little flash. I think we might have to call him
a half-second penalty for Flashley Wilson. That's his new name.
Flash Wilson. Flash Wilson. take very different lines into there as well. I don't think neither of us particularly good to show. It's not one of those one-line circuits where if you don't hit the same line every week. Sorry, every year. Oh, Shaven's off.
Oh, shit! Maybe the flashing worked.
It depends on what was being flashed. I would imagine there's certain people going to be getting quite giddy right now. So we'll jump back up again. He just needs to keep steady, steady himself down, and not do anything silly. Now he's got
more inside information from the Robin Pollock's pit crew is have a look at Othed and Castle, who were close to each other. I don't know if we've missed it while I was busy watching Flash. But
it's about 3/4 of a second. I think Othed's probably got this. He's got 2.5 laps to hold on to. He's just about to come to his river as well, which is home advantage. Is always a bonus. He's just starting to pull the gap.
I'll tell you what, I believe
I can fly.
That Castle might have went into the back of Othed.
Really?
Because Castle is running front aero damage, and Othed has rear aero damage.
Possibly.
So there might have been a little bit of touchy bum time there.
There might have been a little bit of a cuddle. Proctor he's pulled up a genius master stroke here. If he holds this, barring any mistake, and he's looked very, very clean all race, he's going to be away with this one now. The gap's just over 3 seconds, and Kimmy's not able to put a dent in it. So I think with Shaven's got front aero and front wheel damage, is going to just give Ash a little bit of stability just to pull away a little bit.
Oh, we have Figgy in social media corner saying, "Come on, Ash. I'd rather not. It's quite a big target, so I would easily hit it." And he'll cheer for who he wants. Oh, it's all going off between either Sorehead and Figgy now.
Is it?
But we'll just leave that there. We get battles on track and battles in the comment section.
Well, that's I'm not quite sure what to say there. We all like a figgy pudding. It's a song that will be sung at Christmas. This gap out front is just starting to stretch. Proctor's away with this. He's just going to start his last lap. He's just coming over that bridge. The strategy's worked. He's nailed it. I thought the one stop was perhaps going to be the one to go, but Proctor has pulled out a genius. Settled down again between Iceman Kimmy and Ash. Kimmy's just pulling away ever so slightly, but it's holding around 4.5.
Oh, sorry, I'm just chuckling away to myself at Figgy and Ivor Sorehead. They're just having a nice little chat with each other from across the pond.
Well, that's yeah.
Tell you what, Castle's very, very. His tyres are knackered compared to Othed's. Othed.
Sorry, what? Are his tyres rather worn?
Yes, his tyres are rather. Did I just go full?
No. We didn't have to go the beep.
All right, sorry. I'm into my. I get distracted in my Tourette's kicks in. You know this.
Proctor's just started his final lap now. So we'll just have a quick rundown. You've got Proctor first, 3.3 in front of Kimmy, who's 4 seconds in front of Smash, who's now 9.5 in front of Ready Shaven, who's probably, even with that front damage, he's going to be safe there in fourth, with a 7.5 second gap back to Doc Cube. You know, then you've got Harley in 6th, Phil Babbage quite a way back in 7th, BJ Robbo in 8th. It's still, these two Bokken Cause cars have been quite close all the way through, which is good. It's good when you've got teammates at a similar sort of pace. And then you've got 9 seconds back to Othed and Castle.
Still, the gap's not changing.
So prop back. This is quite a run one for the last point, we'll watch this for a little bit. I've got an eye in the top left-hand corner for the front 3 cars. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there, but he's just held it. I don't think Oved's going to want to give this up very easy. Very, very nice defensive move to the apex. Not under braking, so I think it's a clean move. Hopefully Oved will hold it up. We could see Oved get some points. I know he puts a lot of time and a lot of effort. So we should see. I'm just going to jump back up to the front. Yeah, it's no change there. You're an average of about 4 seconds between first and second and third now. Ready Shaven still in a solid 4th. We'll just watch a little bit of diving back between this battle over Oved Bridge.
Another look. Oh, and he's gone down the inside, but he's outbroke himself and he's clattered the wall.
Dear me.
It was an ambitious move, and it didn't work.
We just dived back in time. That's how far they were behind. Looks Proctor come across line 2nd. Iceman Kimmy 3rd. Flashing away is Flash Wilson. Watch Ready Shaven come over the line. It's going to be 4th. Could have been a good battle with Ash there, but he just had that little slip off and just tagged the wall. Who was that spinning in the background? Is Doc Coop doing a little bit of Drift King? I thought he was going to try and pull my handbrake move across the line.
Well done, Harley. What a hell of a recovery drive, mate.
Yeah, good point. So we've got number 7. Phil Babbitt's going to come across the line 7th. Which is a good result for them. That, I think, is probably going to give them, I'd say, team lead at the minute, because didn't they get 4th, 1st, 4th and 7th maybe? Oh, the Team Apocalypse, I think they're called. Oh, they're having a bit of a weave.
5th and 7th.
Oh, no. Oh, I just did it. Oh, my heart then.
What happened? Sorry, I missed that there. What happened?
He tried my favourite handbrake turn move.
He clattered the wall.
And clattered the wall and stopped, and I thought he'd just done it a little bit too early. He didn't. I do like Proctor's leathers. Look at them.
Oh, that is very stylish.
My name's Proctor. That was a real bad Sean Connery impression, but
it was dreadful.
It was dreadful. Thanks for morning. Nice day for fishing, ain't it? From BJ Robbo. I'd ask you, Mick, but it's not really fishing when you just stand there with a rod, is it? Oh dear, I couldn't even catch a cold. Yeah, interesting first round. It was certainly a lot less incident packed than the first race. Some good results. It's going to be very, very close. I think your top 4 or 5 are probably going to involve, and in no order, you're going to involve Ash, Kimmy, Proctor, Ready Shaven, Doc Cooper will be up there as well, Harley. It's going to, by the end of it, it's going to get very, very, very close.
I think this championship's going to be very, very tight. Trying to think what track is it? It's Kyoto Miyabi next week, isn't it?
It's going to be tight like a tiger.
Tight like a tiger, and I know there's Ash is quite good on Kyoto Miyabi.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good. We shall have a watch. Thanks for watching, and no doubt we shall talk some Pollux again soon.